Patch 1.90 brought a long-awaited and, let's be honest, a long overdue feature. And if you do not regularly follow Zwift news, it's actually pretty easy to miss. The lap splits. Let's take a look on how it works. The new interface is pretty simple, but it shows all the necessary information. On the left hand side you have the lap number and current lap distance. On the right hand side you've got the lap duration and average lap power. In the middle you've got average lap heart rate and color-coded distribution of the zones within that lap. But here's the catch, when you start your ride, you don't actually see neither of those. It actually looks the same as it did before, and if you do not follow Zwift news, it's possible to completely miss that this feature has been even released. I personally thought that I didn't even have the update yet because I didn't see this interface. The good news is that even though it is not visible, it starts recording right from the start, so you are not missing any data. To show this interface, you need to hit the split button for the first time and it appears. And you can do that in one of 3 different ways, and once the interface appears, there is a 4th one. The first way to trigger the lap split is hitting the tab button on your keyboard. This is, in my opinion, the most convenient and tactile way to do it, as long as you have keyboard within reach. The second way to trigger the lap split is using your Zwift companion app. When you are riding and your companion app is in the ride mode, there's a new button that triggers the split. You can see it displayed on the screen right now. And this is also a pretty convenient way to do it. The third way to do this is hitting the split button using the in-ride action bar that you can trigger either by hitting up arrow on your keyboard or on your Zwift Play. That is not so convenient because oftentimes you'll need to scroll from different settings that's currently highlighted. In my opinion, this is not a great implementation, and especially with the Zwift Play you should be able to trigger the split instantly, and I really hope they will enable this in a future update. But at least you can configure one of the buttons on your Zwift ride to trigger the split, as long as you have this bike, of course. And the fourth way is to click the split button next to the lap interface with your mouse. For this you first need to see this interface, so you can't use it right from the start, but don't worry, this is about the worst way to do it. But it is there if you need it. If you do not want to see this interface, or you want to see a different one like the KOM stats, sprint segment stats, or individual segment stats on climbs or in the climb portal, there's a new button on the action bar in-game and the Zwift companion app that hides this interface and displays whatever would be displayed originally. You can toggle this on and off as you like, and even if you toggle it off, the lap data still continue recording. All of the data is recorded into the fit file, so you can then display all the stats on Strava or whatever workout analyzer you wish. And that's it. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.